Fishsticks episode. This episode, it was another thing that started just that we had no idea what it could be. And all we had was the scene where Kanye West was being interviewed by the news guy, and the news guy's going, "Do you like fish sticks?" Yeah. And that's all we had, and we had no idea like how we were going to get there or what the joke was. And then one day we kind of just worked our way around into it from the back. But it happened because we were doing a writer's retreat in Seattle, and I had taken everyone to see where the salmon jump. And we were sitting there watching the salmon jump, and for some reason decided that Kanye West was a salmon?
I know exactly what happened. We were watching the salmon jump, and then we were talking about, somehow we got joking about a little salmon with an Evil Knievel costume on. Yeah, and like, oh, then he's Evil Knievel, and he'd be like, oh, the best salmon they're jumping. And then we started talking about that Kanye West video where he pretended to be Evil Knievel jumping over Snake River. And then we were joking about that, and then it was like Fishsticks somehow came out. That was like Kanye West is a fish, and Fishsticks.
He's a gay fish, and he likes
somehow
Fishsticks.
and Fishsticks and Fishsticks.
But at first, yeah, because for a while it was just going to be Kanye West is a fish, and then he was going to be like, no, I am not a salmon.
Yeah, and it was like just somebody says, do you like Fishsticks? And it was like, oh, yeah. And then we just went off on that for like 4 hours.
Yeah. I remember the whole car ride back from there to my place in Seattle. It was just like
this van driver we hired to take us there was just so bummed on us.
Just in the talking about
Fishsticks. Hey, you're a gay fish. Fishsticks, you're a gay fish. Fishsticks, over and over. We thought it was so fun, and just the fact that he didn't get it, and it seemed to fit with, at first it was like, what, it was absolutely, when we first came up with it, it was absolutely absurdist, had nothing to do with Kanye West at all.
It wasn't like, let's rip on Kanye West.
It wasn't like, it was just stupid. It was just because the Evil Knievel costume was kind of remind us. But then, the more we started joking about it, it was like, well, Kanye West would be the most humorless person in the world about this and wouldn't get the joke. So then it started sticking. And then when we started thinking about making an episode, what's going on? Which we kind of avoided for a long time because it just seemed too dumb. Are we really going to do a whole episode about this? We kind of made it as a... Cartman in this episode is like a few people we've worked with over our career. In that they sit around with you while you're working and then take credit for what you did.
And truly believe they had something to do with it.
Believe that they did it. And that's the really sinister part, is it isn't like, oh, they're trying to steal part of the glory, like this was our work and they didn't do anything. It's like they actually fully believe that they came up with it. And that's Cartman in this episode. Yeah. He didn't do anything but sit on the couch and eat chips.
Hey Mackie, do you like fish sticks?
Everyone's just so stoked on this joke.
But then the craziest thing was that we were like, there's definitely some people going, oh, Kanye, he's the kind of guy that like hires people. He's gonna like hire people to kick your ass, or what's his reaction gonna be, this or that. And it was crazy because the next day on his blog, it was all Kanye saying basically like, well, South Park really made fun of me last night, and it made me realize I really do need to look at myself, and I really do. And it was shocking.
It was really unexpected reacected reaction.
It's like it was like, dude, we just said you're a gay fish. Like, what are you talking about? Like, it's so dumb. But this was before Kanye did the last thing he did on stage where he took
he did something else in the meantime. And we just said he kind of doesn't have a sense of humor. We didn't really even.
So apparently more and more Americans are eating.
And then he kind of did. He kind of said it was funny.
Loving fish sticks kind of makes me wonder,
We rip on Carlos Mencia. Carlos Mencia gets it much worse than Kanye West.
That's true.
The funny part.
Carlos Mencia should have been way more pissed than Kanye West.